Speaking of growing up in Louisiana, so the Water Boy came out when I was in high school, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Louisiana too, man.
Yeah, man. So you remember that? I played football too, and you remember the guy in the Water Boy with the cross eyes and the deep monotone voice?
Oh,
yeah. So
Chandler,
like, yeah, Kathy Bates. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Don't really have pause, Mr. Coach Klein.
Well, like just during like summer workouts or whatever, like a bunch of the offensive line were all stretching and stuff, and then our center Troy walks. We're talking about you see the Water Boys. Yeah, we all like it's funny, man. Sandler, football, Bobby Boucher. Blah, blah. So then like our center Troy's like, I'll be right back, and walks away, and the rest of us like, hey, so. The cross-eyed guy, that's Troy, right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, our center was that guy, just the guy that speaks in a deep monotone, kind of cross-eyed. Oh, man.
I knew a guy once from Lutcher, Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
Do you know where Lutcher is?
Not offhand.
Okay, so Lutcher it's like if you're going east,
shit.
It's in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, but like way south.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
like on the Gulf, and it's like total Cajun country, like Duck Dynasty and shit. And I was in college, and I was working with this guy named Toby. And Toby was from Lutcher, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
shit.
one day, we were working at Logan's Roadhouse, okay, which is a shitty restaurant. It was the most fun job I've ever had in my life.
That's the one they let you throw the peanuts on the floor,
It's the one
right?
they let you put, peanuts on the floor. Like, the fucking food's terrible. And I never forget, like, one day we were just standing around, and Toby comes up to us, and, like, think kind of like Bobby Boucher style of talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he genuinely asked us, he's like, hey, y'all, how come it's like if you drop a penny off an Empire State Building, that could kill somebody? But how come it's like rain don't kill people?
Incredible.
Kind
of profound in its own way.
Hang on. Wait a second.
Hang on.
Hold up.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for him.
Hold up.
Yeah, I guess because the penny's solid. Kind of dense. Yeah.
There's a few things that factor into it.
I think it's terminal velocity.
Yeah.
Based on air resistance.
Really, terminal being the key word there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rain just can't get fast enough to do that, I guess.
I remember someone's like, what if all the rain fell at once? Like instead of in drops, it just fell in like one sheet. It was like, and that was it. It was like, oh yeah, that would happen if we had no air resistance. That would also kill everybody.
Yeah, right. Just
crush
collapse
fucking
everything.
buildings. I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool.
Man, that reminds me of this fucking one of my old college roommates, my buddy Bill. His freshman year, he and his roommate were like sweetered up with like two baseball players, and one of them. Rice had a good baseball team, so, despite its reputation, the athletes, the academic standards may not have been as high for them, especially on the successful teams. Anyway, the point of setting that up is that one day one of his teammates walks in the room because he's writing a paper. He's like, hey, what is won't a contraction for? Is it woe not? Oh, my God. Oh, fuck.
That's outstanding.
As far as I know, this actually happened. I wasn't there for it. It was the year before I got there, but as far as I know.
I'll never forget there was that, and there was like one time I was in high school, and I was the only person that laughed at this, and I couldn't stop laughing for like 5 minutes. There was this kid who was like super stupid. I think his name was Eric, and we were in class, and the teacher, I don't remember his last name. You know what? It was Eric Mayo, because we used to call him mayonnaise. And he was so dumb. And like the teacher asked him one time, like it was history class or some shit, right? And the teacher asked him like this person's name, famous, insert historical figure here. And he couldn't think of it. And you could see the gears turning in Eric's eyes. You could see him like just really trying to figure out something hilarious to say. And all he could come up with out of all of the like hilarious, fucking dirty names you can use, like fucking Adolf Oliver nipples or claw balls or, this. And he goes,
hey, what'd you blow me?
Yeah, exactly. He goes,
sorry.
Bo owner.
Oh my god.
Like he was so proud of himself in that moment. I laughed for like 5 minutes straight. I was like the only one laughing.
That's incredible.
I was like, Bo owner, that's fucking hilarious.
This one kid I went to school with, like middle school, like I always remember because he was apparently like trying to get himself expelled, from what I could tell. Like, and the two stories I remember, the first one is like this, except there's no dirty name, but we had a substitute who's acted up and getting in a lot of trouble, and the kid's name was Ben Fontenot.
Yeah.
And like he gets in trouble with the substitute. It's like, what's your name? He's like, Billy Hogan. Just not anyone at our school at all. It's like she was like writing it down. And then one of the goody two shoes snitched on him. Very disappointing, but it was really funny still. just like I'm 12, like the audacity of giving him fake names. One of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. I don't know how he came up with it either. It was a great fake name.
That's a fucking great name, Billy
Yeah.
Hogan.
You always gotta have a fake name whenever you go anywhere in case people show up and they're like, "Who are you?" Like, "Oh, David Lancaster."
Oh yeah.
Just throw out
Yeah.
a name.
Hogan.
Yeah, my
case that happens.
When I was in high school and not using a bunch of fake credit cards to get free internet access on America Online, James Hollis was not my name.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's James Hollis.
I'm not that creative. I would just use like Han Dornstein.
Someone in our high school, like the year under mine, got in trouble for like signing up for a bunch of shit as Nick Gurr.
Oh,
God damn it! Oh Jesus!
that's bold.
Oh, Nicholas Gurr.
Yeah,
Please call
Oh
me
God!
Nick.
Oh no! Yeah, that is bold.
that's worse than Bo owner. Like,
That's way worse.
Bo owner is not only morally better, but just like comedically fantastic.
Yeah, it's like so dumb it wraps around to being brilliant again.
Bo owner.
Like, it's the fact it's Bo owner that kills me. Like it could have been Bo ner.
could have been like anything else, but and, like you could tell he was working it out. He was like,
He was like,
and like all of a sudden he started to smile, like you knew something was coming.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, boner. Comedy achieved.
Best thing I've ever
Free my man, Bo owner.
Oh
Bo
man.
owner.
Bo owner. God damn.
Oh, there's the fucking ep title right there. Jesus.
I think you're probably right. We had some good candidates, but how the fuck are you gonna top Bo owner? Holy shit. Incredible. Just, incredible.
They say the
so-
perfect joke doesn't exist.
Yeah. you're the guy you knew in middle school. Proved this all wrong.
Fuck, I gotta add him on Facebook now.
Nice. Yeah, just send a message. Be like, "What's up, Bo owner?" Oh, so I want to get this in before we moved on. The other funny, great Panfano story. I remember this. So like our computer lab was connected to our gym, and like we were in computer class one day and getting ready to leave, and we're leaving, and as we're leaving, we see Ben sprint out of the gym, followed shortly by the coach and another teacher chasing him. With no context as to what happened. Apparently, yeah, he just like decided he didn't want to do any of that bullshit and then just ran out of gym class and they tried to chase him down. Just like the picture of just walking out and just seeing that and having no idea what's going on is one of the funniest goddamn things I've ever seen.
I mean, joke's on him because he's still exercising.
Yeah, fair enough.
when we at our school, it was like a collection of people, but like it's either narrows down to, oh fuck, it was like one of the kids a couple grades below us. It might have been Nick. But like you could go to the concession.
Your friend
stand.
Nicholas, you just mentioned, or
Yeah, Nicholas.
okay.
You could go to the concession stand at the football games.
What if it was Nicholas Gourmet?
Oh shit! Oh my god!
You used to be able to go to the concession stand, and they would be selling like those glass bottle frappuccinos that you got from Starbucks that you see like at the store.
Yeah.
And they would just
It's like just
those.
one sip.
They would like upsell them for like $5, like buy them for like $2.20. And it became the cool thing to do when you would take the glass bottles, and you would shake them up, and then you would throw them at other students. You would buy like 6 and then just start throwing them on the ground.
Oh my god!
Like in the visitor section of the stadium. Just to fuck with them. And then, yeah, after that they were like, fuck it. If you buy any beverage now, we have to pour it into a cup because you motherfuckers lost bottle privileges.
Jesus. You can't trust those damn kids with anything.
Yeah.
Did y'all do that thing in grade school where they stopped serving milk in a carton and started serving it in a bag?
Yes.
Like a Ziploc bag?
I think that was like first grade
like,
for me. They started doing that. Yeah.
It was like 5th or 6th grade.
It was like a pouch, like a plastic pouch.
It
you have
felt
to
like
stab.
yeah,
like a Capri Sun.
kind of like a Capri Sun. You could like pop a straw in and squirt it all the way across the cafeteria.
Yes, they did not think that through at all.
They did not. It was such poor design on their part.
Oh yeah.
That and the fact that we definitely practiced like feeling titties on the
Yeah, they were very titty-like, as I recall.
There was like a campus like store for like school supplies. Like one of the things, it was like ink pens, but like they had the tip was like a nib, like on a fountain pen. I forget the company that made them. It was fucking weird. I don't know why anyone would want these, but it was like a fucking ballpoint pen with a cap, but it had the nibs for the ink pens, and you could just take it and go, and it would fling like the ink.
Yeah.
You could just,
yeah.
This sounds familiar.
You could just fling ink at people, and that became a thing for about a solid month in middle school. People just vandalize school property and each other. We're just flinging ink at each other.
They're Bic pens, because when people did it, it was like, Bic, grrr.
Goddamn Bicolus.
Bicolus.
Nicholas Gourmet.
Bicolus Gourmet.
Bicolus Gourmet. Fuck. Have I talked about... did I talk about the autistic kid I went to school with that memorized the student directory?
It's not you.
It wasn't me.
Okay. No, this sounds like something I would have done, though, so
The
I'm
other autistic
listening.
kid I went to school with, Saul Malik, shout out, great guy. Unfriended me on Facebook because I kept sending him invites to shows. So he can go fuck himself. He like memorized the student directory and like would go up to you like between class like, hello, Dan Hornstein, son of Jim and Martha Hornstein, who lives at 1506 North Main Street. Your dad's cell phone number is 713.
Wow.
I was like,
My principal used to do that.
Wow.
and then he would do that, and then he put a song that's still in my head to this day from 7th grade. Just 2520 Yupon Street, Yupon Street, Yupon Street, 2520 Yupon Street, that's where Marty Thompson lives. That was a history teacher at our school.
Oh my god.
Marty Thompson, who lived at 2520 Yupon Street, does not live there anymore, which is why I continue to tell this fucking story to people.
That's like I'll
That's
never
like almost
forget.
River Oaks.
I'll never fucking forget that address or that song because
I'll never forget the number for Diesel Driving Academy.
Go it.
For that same, it's called 1-800-551-8900. So Driving Academy.
Man.
You remember that? Or
No.
that must have only showed
don't,
in
but-
Louisiana.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
Dude, that ad was everywhere. They were really trying to get kids to drive 18-wheelers. It was like in the middle of Saved by the Bell. like we'd be watching reruns of that and Sister Sister, and it would just be like the Diesel Driving Academy theme song.
The two commercials I remember most were probably Bruce Hamilton, who I think was like this he was like this local TV personality and motivational speaker, and I think he might have been involved with this pet store called Birds, Pets, and Things, and I don't remember why I remember. I think he had some sort of TV show. This is a terrible story. I thought it was going to be better when I started. I swear to God, I found something about him online a while back. Yeah, Pet Playhouse, that was the show. It was just like a local access show about, having pets and animals. But the other one I remember was the Bolton Ford, the Ford dealership in Lake Charles. Which was like the owner, buddy, and like his secretary would do all these movie parodies. It was like if Michael Scott ran a car dealership. Like, they just do all these shit. They couldn't act. It was terrible. It was always like him and his secretary, never like his wife or anything. It had kind of a weird layer to it. I don't know what they're up to now. I think the last time I checked, I went to school with his son. I think he runs the dealership now. The last time I checked, anyway. Incredible. Yeah, what's up, King Bolton? If you're out there and you want to sell me a cheap car, holler.
Is it King Golden?
King Bolton. His name is King. His first name is King.
King?
And which isn't even the weirdest part, because I remember, speaking of memorizing the school directory due to severe autism, I remember his middle name was Supple.
King Supple Bolton.
Right. Bolton. Yeah. So if you're out there, King, what's up? Shout out. I haven't seen you in at least 20
King
years.
Supple bolt-ons.
Bless up, Supple.
Supple your pleasure. Supple your fun. Oh, man. Fuck. So many weird goddamn things you grow up with that just like seem normal.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, that's a thing, and then you talk to people and like, that's not a thing.
No, that's not a thing.
It's
No,
not
that
a
doesn't
thing.
happen other places.
Like that. There's some truth there. Like I grew up across the street from a prison. And like as
shit.
a kid, yeah. So like as a kid, me and my friend we would like ride our bikes, and the prisoners, like the trustees, would be out like working around the area and stuff, and we'd get catcalled.
Oh my God!
And we thought it was like super normal.
Oh Jesus, it's fucking terrifying. Incredible, yeah. Yeah,
I didn't have like none of my friends wanted to come to sleepovers as a kid. When they found
know a
out I
lot
lived
of-
across the street from a prison, they were like, "No."
sure. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
You ever,
I mean,
sure, a lot of those guys wanted to come over for sleepovers.
yeah.
You know how many cigarettes you got to trade for a Super Nintendo?
For a supple Bolton. Look at this young supple Bolton.
Oh, it's fucked up, there. Good name for us. Jesus. My favorite sleepover story is I had a friend in like second grade. He's a friend. He got like held back, so we didn't stay in touch as much after that. Because when you're in third grade,
Life goes
second
on.
grade
Yeah.
seems like a whole other world. Yeah, life goes on. But like we'd go sleep over at his house, and like his parents didn't care if we like cussed when we were hanging out, so we just like hang out in his room and play video games and like. When anything went wrong, we just cuss really loud, just for the fun of it. Just be like, "Oh, ass! Fuck me!" I also remember being like 8, and we had a field trip, and his dad was chaperoning us, and so like the two of us were like doing our, jokingly cussing around and stuff. But he's like, and he was just like, "Hey, don't do that out here." Just, it's like, all right. I can respect that. Don't cuss in public where you might make me look bad. Just do it at home where no one cares. It's like, that's respect. I don't think I would say I'll give him a shout out, but I think his dad's dead. So, well, Gabe, if you're out there listening, shout out. Hanging out at your house was fun.
I should not laugh at that.
Your dad was cool.
If you're up there, this one's for you.
Yeah.
This one goes out to that guy's dead dad.
I hope he's letting
off to that MS-13 in the sky.
I hope he's letting the angels cuss in heaven. Oh my
bombs
God.
in heaven.
Did you say tears
That shit
in heaven?
cray? No, he said in bombs in heaven, and I said that
in
shit.
bombs in heaven.
That shit cray.
That was the original title for the Eric Clapton song.
Yeah.
Which one? Just all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah. He came up with that during his all these in bombs in heaven. Yeah, he came up with that during his Keep England White phase.
Which is still going strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
In the white room without black people at the station.
Layla, you got me on my knees. I'm begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you not talk to that black guy?
That's by Derek and the Domino Blacks Allowed.
If you wanna have fun away from all the black eyes, cocaine.
Grab your towels, we've got an hour. It's time to hop in the community shower.